So wanted to come in here and talk to you guys about email marketing and the CRM. I know we've already done a Tipsy Thursday that kind of encompassed what the CRM is and how to add your emails on there or your contacts. So if you guys missed that or just want a refresher, I can drop a link to that Tipsy Thursday video in the chat. So I'm going to go ahead and share that there for everybody. And so today I really want to focus on just why email marketing is important and then how to send out an email that I created for you guys to send out regarding the time change this weekend. So why, if you guys remember from Ninja, people prefer to work with people they like, know, trust, and are in flow with, right? Does anybody remember what being in flow is? Tina, maybe you can share.
Yeah, keeping in touch with your clients, keeping that relationship going.
Yeah. So at Ninja, they recommend that we do 3 mail pieces a month to our database. So that can either be a mailer or a sort of an email. So if you guys already have them on a newsletter, that's one. This email would get take care of the second one for you this month. So I know that I feel like the daylight savings email e-cards are the most popular, and usually when the day's coming, I get a lot of agents asking like, hey, do we have an updated image for this? So this is typically what the e-card system used to look like. It would just have a reminder, right? But if we go back to Ninja, and the Ninja mission is we want to add value to what we're doing, right? We want to give something of value to our clients. So it's always helpful to be reminded of the time change coming up, but also all our phones get it, and then we probably receive like 4 or 5 emails with the same content. So I really wanted to sit back and think like, how can we add value to this email, right? And I went ahead and created an email that has a few things you should do around the home when the time changes, right? So I go in there and I list 9 things that you should probably do every time then, for the fallback. So that's just giving them a piece of value that they can take instead of just having a reminder that the time changes, because their phone's going to do it for them as well. Okay. Anybody have any questions regarding this so far? Nope. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and walk you guys through how to go ahead and send out this email. So you can schedule it ahead of time. You can just go ahead and send it out today or maybe day of. Let's go back to my. So let me get this set up. Does everybody remember how to get onto the CRM, or should I go ahead and cover that right now?
So you should cover it. I tried yesterday with my regular PMZ logo, and so I need some CRM training.
Yeah, definitely.
Sarah, that's what I'm needing to get going.
Okay, awesome. So we're going to start off by going to pmz.com. And if we go here, let's go ahead and click accept. So now we're at pmz.com. We're going to scroll all the way to the bottom. And now to log into the PMZ Plus, it's the first one. This middle one that says login, that's going to be to log into our CRM. So we're going to go ahead and click login. I'm already on here. So give me a second.
So it's not through ZOS? Don't go?
It is not.
Okay.
That was my mistake.
I'm not sure, maybe we have something on ZOS, I don't remember, but that's the easiest way is to go through pmz.com.
Okay.
Okay, can everybody see my page now? Okay, so if we scroll all the way to the bottom and click login.
Yep.
Now this will take you to this page here. You can also just remember the URL, which is intranet.pmz.com. If you want to bypass that first step, I'll copy and paste that into the chat box as well. If you haven't already signed on to the CRM, you're going to want to enter your username. So it's going to be the first half of your email address. So for me, it's Alondra G. I would type in Alondra G. And because I haven't signed in already, I'm going to go ahead and click forgot password. And then it'll send me an email with a link to set up a password. So if for some reason you have issues or you're not receiving that email, go ahead and send me an email and I can help you through that. Okay. Everybody's good with me so far?
Yes.
Okay. So now, sorry, give me 1 second. Yeah. So now when you log in, this is what you're going to be what you're going to see first thing. So it'll let you know how many leads you have, if you have any contacts, kind of a summary of what's going on. Obviously, not much going on here because it's my account. You'll have your links to Buyside and then Lead RE and Spacio. If you want to use their business planning for that financial goal, you can do that there.
Alondra,
Yes.
what would give you a new lead?
So if somebody goes into your website and types in, they want more contact information, they sent you a message, that's how, or they've created an account through your website, that's what would constitute as a new lead.
Okay, thank you.
Of course.
And we just click new contact to enter one of our new leads if one of our agents is starting their own CRM from fresh.
So if you're starting from fresh, what I would recommend you do is download the Excel file and enter everything into the Excel file. So you can do a mass import. You can definitely just add one by one by going into clients and then doing create contact here. But if you're going to be doing, I would say more than 5, 6, I would just enter it all into an Excel sheet and you can just enter all that there and then do a mass import.
So Alondra,
yes?
I know you may cover it. This is my database.
Okay. So
Okay.
I think that's a printout, right? If I can
Right.
Perfect.
And I don't know how I got it. Marcus helped me get this, but how does it, and I don't want to interrupt where you're going with this, but ultimately, can you show me how to get it from here into there?
Yes. Okay. So I'm actually really glad that you asked. So if you do have your clients maybe from a different source, maybe I think Freddie, maybe it was on the eCard system on PMZ Plus, if I'm correct.
No, I recently had a computer crash, what have you, and so
Got it.
he was able to at least retrieve it and he put it into this Excel form, but it used to be just be on a different format. Yes.
No worries. So what we'll want to do is download the Excel file that has a template for importing information onto the CRM. And the way you would go about getting that Excel file is by clicking import. So it's going to be all the way to the bottom. If you already have contacts, you might have to scroll a few to get to the very bottom here, but we're going to go ahead and click import. And then we're going to scroll all the way to the bottom. And then you'll see where it says contacts.csv file. That's a type of Excel file. You'll just want to click on that and then it will ask to download. We'll download it to our computer. And then that'll show you how to format your contacts. So let's see. Let me open that up. Okay, you guys can see the Excel file now?
Yes.
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 Okay. So this is how you're going to want to enter that information. So for Roddy, if you already, I'm guessing you already have the Excel file, right? You just don't have it in the right format, in the right columns. So what I would do is I would just copy and paste it. So if there's like a first name column, I would just copy and paste that into the first name. the middle name, last name, address, and so forth. There's so much information that you can enter here. You don't necessarily need to enter everything, just what you have available. I would at least say phone number and email address, and then maybe home address if you have that, are the most important. But you can do home anniversary, wedding anniversary, you can do their spouse, any business information, anything like that. Any questions so far?
So
Yes,
after
we'll
you,
talk later.
after you complete that input, how
Mhm.
do we upload it?
So glad you asked. So now let's do this. Let's type in, I'm gonna type in maybe Joe Smith. And then I'm gonna give it a, what's phone number? 555-555. Phone number. I'm gonna go ahead and save this into my computer. Let's go ahead and click out of there and then my screen. Share the CRM. So we're back at the CRM and now we're gonna click on clients. And then again, if you remember, we're gonna go into this import down here. Scroll all the way to the bottom again. And now we're just gonna click next. And it's gonna prompt us to choose a file from our computer. Let's go ahead and find that there. And then we're gonna click next. And now it's gonna tell me that there was one import that we added. Click next. Okay. It's processing. I can go ahead and add my my list to a group. I'm gonna go ahead and skip that for now, but you can go ahead and add them to a new group or to an existing group if this will help you categorize like your clients. Go ahead and click next. Okay. Next again. So now it says that we've added one client and just click finish. And now Joe Smith is in there.
So question, do you always keep it as a client CVS file to import?
Yes, so you want to make sure that it's still a CSV.
And if you have, let's say you have groups called, friends and another group called relatives.
I do
Um,
believe that is a section in the,
in the upload, it said like create a new group.
yeah, I think when in that Excel sheet that I was going over, there is a section for you to categorize them under that field.
Thank you.
So, so it's gonna be under relationship. That's where you can do friend, family, client. So there is going to be a relationship column on there that you can specify that.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. If you already have contacts in here, but you need to update anything, you can go ahead and click on the name. And then, update any information that needs to be updated. And then here, it'll go into like different web activity, any notes. So if you really want to be, you want to make sure that you want to keep a detailed, if there's something that you want to remember. Maybe they have a kid that's going to be graduating soon or getting married soon. If you want to use this section for your notes too. And then for your interactions, you can always go in here and if I had emailed this person or anytime you email this person, it'll have a record of that. You can also add any interactions that you've had with this person. If you've had a call or in person or other, you can go ahead and, for now I can do call, create new, and then I'll do call, kind of the subject, the date, and then any notes regarding that interaction that I had with them. So maybe I saw them at the coffee shop, at the grocery store. I can keep detailed notes of that. Okay, everybody with me so far?
Yes.
So now let's go ahead and go into email marketing. So we're going to hover over email and click on email marketing. So if you haven't already been in the CRM and seen the section, they have so many great templates, stock templates that you can use. And if you want to go through the stock templates, you can just click on here and then it'll have them by category. They have birthday ones, they have, you know, Christmas, they should have some for Thanksgiving down here. If you want to go ahead and look into those. And then once you click into the message, you'll be able to see the image, the email, the message here. You can always customize that, which I would recommend doing, and then send those out. And you can also have these scheduled out for an advance. So this is something that you can set at the beginning of the month. Let's say it's the first of the month, you're going to schedule your 3, you know, pieces of mail that you're going to be contacting them, and then schedule it here.
The agent's picture is always on there as well, right? Since
Yes.
it's their
Yes.
website. Okay.
So you'll see that it's it has my photo here, and then it has my information. Yours will be branded with your photo and your information on there.
Alondra,
Yes.
I see that there's one for birthdays. Do we manually have to remember our clients' birthdays and send them, or is there a way to automate that?
There's a way to automate that, and that is done through action plans. So if we go to,
Good question, John.
yes, very good question. So if you go to marketing, there's action plans here. And I'll really want to go into like covering each section here more in detail because there's so much to the CRM. So I'm kind of just going to give you the basics, and then we'll focus on, you know, in other Tipsy Thursdays, we'll focus on like, you know, specifically setting up the action plan. But yes, there's an action plan, and there's already one created that has birthday plan or birthday action plan. If we click on here, it already has the email here, but we can go ahead and update that, create our own, and it'll ask you what clients you want to add on there. So as long as you have a birthday for them, they will automatically get sent out for you. So for this contact, I already have them in the birthday action plan, and you'll see that it says status is scheduled. So on 2/20, it'll send them a happy birthday email. Which this is the one that I chose. Okay. Any questions regarding this? Okay, so I'm going to continue going into the email marketing section. So let's go back to email marketing. Again, they have really great emails on here. The one that I think is the most beneficial and, you know, most helpful to you guys is the newsletter. Again, if you guys have an action plan with this, they will automatically get sent out for you, and these are created. So let's go ahead and see if we find April, September. So I think they get released the 8th of every month. So we can go ahead and, oh, I think they already have October. So let's go here, see if that one's ready. So they already have all this content in there for you that you can send out to your clients. You can always go in here and change any of that information. Maybe that fits more in line with you, your business, or maybe like just this area in general. You can always update it there. Okay, so let's go back to marketing. So for the fallback one that I created, it actually wasn't a stock template. They don't have any for the time changes. So I went ahead and created one for the company, and you will find it by going to company templates here. And there's a couple that we've created already. We're going to focus on the fallback, which is here. And then you'll see that there's one fall template here. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And then that'll bring up the email that is the template. So it says daylight savings ends Sunday, November 7th. It has an image. And then again, like we talked about, a few things that you should change around the house. And then it gives the list of the 9 things there. Right. Let's say you want to customize this to kind of fit your own branding. You know, maybe there's a couple things that you want to add or take away. You can definitely do that. And I'm going to kind of walk you through how to do that. So first option that it gives us is to change the subject. So if we click here, the subject is daylight savings and Sunday, time to do these 9 things around your home, right? It's just a perfect subject line to kind of get them to open the email and then see what it's in there instead of just clicking delete. You have a subtitle text, which is up here. You can change that there. You can highlight this and change any colors as well. If you click into it, it'll give you options to change the look of the text. If you want to change the image, we do have 10 more images for you to choose from. So if you want to change this, you just go to image here, click the body image. And now you'll see a menu of the stock images. This is going to be under company images here in the middle. Scroll down and you'll see that we have 10 fallback images that you can use. So let's say we want to change it to maybe this one. I'm going to go ahead and select it and then click select image. And then that'll update that in the email. Okay. If you wanted to upload your own, you can go ahead and click body image and you would just go to my images and then add a new image and then upload that from your computer. Now, if we wanted to change any of the text down here, we'll go ahead and do message text. And then this is where you would change some of that verbiage or take or add whatever fits you and your clients. And then again, at the bottom, it'll have your signature on there. You can choose, let's say I changed the image here. So I can go ahead and click save and I can save this to my own personal templates. So I can give it a name. I can do maybe a Tipsy Thursday email. And then I can add it to a folder. I can create a new folder. So we'll just call this Tipsy Thursday, and then go ahead and click save. So now my email was saved in that folder. I'll show you how to find that now. So we'll go back to email marketing. And now there's the last section here. It says my emails. And then you can see that the last one I created was Tipsy Thursday. And then I can go back, click onto that email, and then here we are. Now to go ahead and send this out, we can go ahead and click send, and then it gives us a couple options here. So we can do search your contacts, you can do all contacts, or you can do a specific group of contacts. You can also send yourself a copy of this email, and then you can choose to send it now or send it later. If we do send later, it's going to give us a date. Maybe if we want to send it Saturday morning, and then it'll kind of give us a time of day, morning, afternoon, and evening. And then we can go ahead and schedule it. Just to keep in mind that you can't specify the time of the day. You can kind of give it in the category of morning, afternoon, or evening. The morning ones, and some of them, I think they start like maybe 6 o'clock, 4 a.m. to, I think that's when they start. So it'll kind of be a funky time. So just kind of keep that in mind. Sometimes.
Question.
Yes, go ahead.
Can you send one to just yourself first to test it?
Yes, of course. And I would recommend you doing that. So what you would do is you would just make sure to add yourself as your email as a contact, and then just type in yours. So if I just wanted to do mine, I can go ahead here and then just send it to myself. Okay, does that answer the question?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Any other questions regarding this? Going once, going twice. So does everybody feel confident enough to send this out this weekend?
After we try it with ourselves first.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm always here to help if you guys have any questions. Again, I did email, or in the chat, I did send a link to the other Tipsy Thursday video that we did regarding the CRM that kind of spends a lot more time with action plans, how to upload those, your contacts, and like what information goes into those contacts. So if you kind of need a refresh or reminder, go ahead and check that out. Again, I'll also be adding this video to YouTube and sending it out later on today. So if you guys want to, follow along step by step with me in the video, what I really like with those and how I learned the best is by doing. So I would recommend, opening up the video, having it take up like half your screen, and on the other side, go step by step, pause the video if you need to, and then until the next step comes through. That's how I learn. I don't know if that would work for you, but just kind of a tip there.
Alondra,
Yes.
you had mentioned earlier when you showed us the newsletter that you could add it to the action through the action plan. What do most agents do on that? Do they have the newsletter sent out like once a month on the 8th or whenever it's available, or how does
Yes.
that typically
So
work?
the action plan for the newsletter is under, if we go to marketing action plans, then you'll see that the monthly newsletter that they have created is sent out on the 8th of every month here. You can go ahead and customize this if you like, and you can just create your own. But here, I would say this is probably the easiest because all you have to do is add your contacts and those newsletters get sent out. If you want a little bit more control and know what you're going to be sending out, I would go in here and do it monthly to schedule it out. So remember, so those get out. I think those get created at the beginning of the month. So a couple, just make a reminder on your calendar and then just to review it. That's personally what I would do because I want to know what's being sent out in case it's maybe something that I'm like, okay, that just does not apply in this area, or in case somebody comes up to me and says, oh yeah, I got that email about so and so, and I don't want to look like I have no idea what they're talking about, right? So that's something personally what I would just create an alert on my calendar to remind me to send those out after I've reviewed them. But you can definitely do it through an action plan automatically, and all you have to go is going through here and then add contact groups to all or whatever group you're interested in adding, and then clicking save. Does that answer your question, John?
Yes, thank you.
Do we have any other questions? Anything else that regarding the CRM that you would like for me to answer? Tons of silence, no? Okay, yes, Susan?
Oh, sorry, I was waving at somebody else. Sorry.
Okay, awesome. Well, thanks for joining me, guys, this morning. This is kind of a short, Tipsy Thursday, but I hope that you guys are excited to send out this email, and I want to hear if you guys have any questions or any feedback that you have.
Thank you.
Okay,
Alondra.
thank you,
You
Alondra.
guys have a great weekend.
You too.
Bye.
Thank you.